It reminds me, it's probably a faux pas to mention Tesla these days, but it reminds me of Tesla. I think you and I were talking about it. One of their little secret sauces is when they started this company, since they weren't one of the big ones, they sort of got disbarred from simple things like latches, vent covers, you name it, rear view mirrors. And they had to start from the ground up, sourcing vendors, designing. And that's sort of been one of their key. When you sit in a Tesla, I drive a Tesla that has not been vandalized yet. I drive a Tesla, and when I sit in it, it's a very different experience than anything else. And it drives great, and it works wonderfully. So sometimes having that little tweak and not having to go the way of the big corporate or the way that the guru of the industry, the titan of the industry says, has been something that's like a secret sauce. As long as you still have to make a car, you still have to put side view mirrors and rear view mirrors and safety alerts. Like, we're not saying, reinvent it and make a steel cage or, whatnot, but we're saying when you have those fundamentals, when you know the parts and pieces that go into it, and you know that you have a good team, thinking outside the box can sometimes be really beneficial.
Yeah, and making that comparison to Tesla again, like the Tesla when they first unveiled their first Roadster to today's Model Y that was just launched, it's a totally different vehicle. It's the safety is 5 stars. You're having all these different full driving techniques. The same way with implant dentistry. I mean, we'll see clinicians sometimes post on Instagram that they did an all on 10 or an all on 8 or an all on 6, and does it look cool? Sure. I mean, it might have a shiny red painted coat on it, but that doesn't mean the bones there are good. And, doing 10 implants, well, that's really only going to benefit the implant company that's selling, those implants. So it really does take a clinician to be able to have the time in the chair to be able to see, diagnose, and understand what that best workflow truly is, not only for themselves, but also for the patient's long-term care, because you as a listener, that's the number one thing in the game. Yeah, you want to make sure that your clinician is using a good, reputable implant, but at the end of the day, you're putting all the trust in them. So you want to make sure that they've gone through the trials and tribulations to make sure they're going to give you the best possible result. So I find that, interesting a little bit about how your career has taken off, and you've devoted pretty much your entire life to this full arch dentistry side of things. And that's the only procedure you do. You're not out here doing, crown and bridge cases. You're not doing individual root canals or something of that nature, which you're more than capable of doing. But having it be an implant dentistry focused bit has really allowed you to tailor your protocol to what Dun & Warren is today. And it's something I think that patients really adapt well to once they start to understand why you do these things. Because I'm sure they come in on consults and say, well, this different clinician has said, well, I need 8 implants or I need 6 implants. And you're going to come in and say, well, maybe your case does need 5 or maybe you do need 4, but this is what my protocol is. And they might look at you like, oh, well, you're the same price point as them. Am I going to get ripped off for this? Like, am I not getting a backup camera or anything of that nature? When in reality you are, and you're getting the appropriate care. It's just there's different avenues of getting there sometimes.
Yeah, if you're getting a car with a back view camera, it's not, you don't need 6 implants. You don't need a spoiler in the way, right? Like sometimes the back view camera is of no use if you have a spoiler in the way, and that's what you get to when you get a lot of implants. And sometimes they need it, right? My career has been lucky in the fact that where I've headed and what I have gone to, being full arch, is truly just been a road or a river or however you want to, a hill of following something that's predictable and following something that feels good for the patients and feels great to be providing an offering. I didn't just say, oh, I want to make XYZ, therefore I want to do this, or this is new and shiny. And I hear a lot of people like this. It was this very organic, just sort of accidentally fell into it, and then that turned into more. and wow, this really works. And it was this very like organic, natural, like following the river